Midlife reinvention is one of those phrases that sounds bold and exciting until you actually find yourself needing one. Maybe it starts with a layoff, or your kids leaving home, or a business that no longer feels like it fits, or just this quiet voice in the back of your head that keeps telling you there's got to be more to life than this. Sis, I see you. And if you're in that space, somewhere between who you've been and who you're becoming, I want you to know you are not alone. You're just in what I like to call the messy middle. And today, I want to talk about what it really looks like to reinvent yourself in midlife. Let's start with the myth that I hear all the time, that reinvention has to be this big, dramatic leap. But here's the truth: most midlife reinventions don't start with fireworks. They actually start with friction. You know, that nagging feeling, a closed door, a quiet discomfort. Sometimes you're just burned out. Sometimes you're bored. And sometimes you're actually brave enough to admit that that dream that you had isn't really your dream anymore. We live in a society that celebrates dramatic, bold before and after stories. But real reinvention, that usually happens in the in between. You know what I'm talking about. Those nights that you just can't sleep because your purpose feels way bigger than the life that you're leading right now. Those mornings where you open your laptop and it feels like your soul just left your body. In the grocery store aisle, when you realize that your kids don't really need you the way that they once did, and you don't quite know who you are without that. And if that's where you are, you're not late, you're not lost, you're just in transition. Here's another truth most people won't say out loud: outgrowing those old roles: mother, employee, wife, boss, caregiver. It can feel like grief. Because even if you're excited about what comes next for you, there's still sadness about what you have to leave behind. You might miss the clarity of your old routine, the recognition of being needed in a certain way, or the confidence of knowing exactly what your role was. But midlife reinvention isn't just about becoming something new, it's about honoring everything that you've ever been. And it takes tenderness and it takes self compassion. So if you're feeling emotionally heavy right now, let me be the first to say, you're allowed. You're allowed to grieve for the old you, even as you become the next version of you. So, what does reinvention really look like? It looks like small, consistent courage. It's about taking intentional actions like opening that journal and jotting down a question like, what do I really want? It's signing up for that workshop. It's about joining that community and getting in the room. It's about booking that strategy call. It's about allowing yourself to be curious again. Real reinvention isn't a rebrand, it's a reconnection to your gifts, your values, and to your voice. Some days, reinvention is going to look like setting boundaries. Other days, it's going to look like Googling how to start a business after 50 and realizing that you're not the only one out there doing it. Now, let's talk about fear, because it shows up with every woman that I work with. She's asking herself, am I too late? What if I fail? What will people think? What if I just don't know enough? Yes, these questions inside your head are super loud, but they're not fact. They are signals. They're asking you to slow down, to breathe, and get clear about what you actually believe about yourself. This is mindset work. Fear does not mean stop. Fear just means pay attention. Because I'm speaking from experience when I tell you that there is something so very powerful on the other side of that fear. You have spent literal decades becoming this version of the woman that you currently are. You've built families, led teams, managed households, survived heartbreak, and you've held people together in the midst of all of it. Reinvention is not about becoming someone else, because guess what? You are pretty dope the way you are. Reinvention is about you finally giving yourself permission to be more of who you really are. So if you're wondering what it is that you want to do next, Here it is. Start small. Write down one thing that you're curious about. Take 1 hour out of your day to genuinely explore something that truly excites you. Reach out to that one person who inspires you right now. Or watch one video or two or three on this channel that you feel aligned with and connected to. Reinvention is not loud at first, it's quiet, it's intentional, and it's yours. If no one has told you this lately, let me be the first. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to say no. And you're worthy of living a life that reflects the woman that you've become. Midlife is not the end for you. It's probably the most honest beginning that you'll ever have. And I'm here to walk with you through all of it. Every video, every lesson, every pivot. So if this video spoke to you, subscribe and stay a while and keep listening to that quiet voice inside because she knows where you're headed next. I'll see you in the next video.